Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the comments that you want me to make more videos on specific queries. And today's video is dedicated to the English speaking skills, your interviews, how to conduct yourself, and how to make sure that you're delivering the right answers. And thirdly, any of the mock interviews that I can suggest you. For people who are preparing for their CA attempt, be it intermediate or be it CA final attempt, I would say to lower down the stress of speaking well in English or per se, any of the mock interviews that you're deciding to go for. For people who have their attempts within the next 6 months, both for CA intermediate and for CA final, I would sincerely request you to please put all your energy into your studying only. Look forward to preparing for interviews, spoken English, or any of the other skills you require to ace any interview. Focus on those aspects only after you've prepared and you have appeared for your CA examinations. Okay, just don't deviate your focus, but I will still give you a few tips and tricks that you can practice along with your preparation of CA final or CA intermediate. Okay, so let's start. First of all, the first thing that we're going to discuss today is English and what kind of English do you need to become a CA or to pursue an articleship at Big Fours or to simply stand out in the interviews. See, English is like any other language, it is a medium of communication. The overhype about English is just that these days English is perceived as a personality trait. Okay, the way one speaks, the way one is trying to express themselves by using good English, the vocabulary of the other person is great. We tend to perceive them as, somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who is elite, and that is the only thing that makes us feel that I am not good in English, or I am not well versed in English, and I don't speak English properly while answering questions. So you might feel demotivated, or you may feel that during the interview I might mess up because of my English. Okay, so the first thing about the myth of English, I'm going to unveil that good English does not mean that you have a fantastic vocabulary, you have fluency in English. That does not mean good English. Good English simply means that you are able to express yourself and say the correct meaning. Like if I'm answering a question, suppose how will I audit trade receivables? My English is such that the meaning of whatever I'm saying, whatever my answer is, it is not distorted. So the meaning does not change. Basically, even if I'm using my own language, like I'm not using the book language, I am translating those words into my head into something simpler, like simple meaning, not a fancy English but a simple English. And I have to make sure that the meaning does not get distorted. Okay, that is good English. Good English does not mean that I will have to come up with 10 new words in every sentence. Okay, it does not mean that I will have to be using some kind of accent to impress the interviewer. It simply means to be very comfortable and to not have to emphasize, or to not think very hard while communicating. Like, thinking before saying any word. That is good English. Good English is something which is like your first language. You are comfortable when you speak it. Okay, like whenever I talk in Hindi, I'm comfortable. I don't have to think about what is the word I'm looking for if I want to say something. Okay, good English is just that. Now, second thing is how you can aim to have good English. The very basic things which I'm going to tell you is try to watch all your lectures which you're watching for CA final or CA intermediate in English. Okay, if suppose you've chosen a faculty who is teaching in English, okay, that is good. But try when you're watching some one shot videos or something, if you have an option between English and Hindi and both are equally great, choose English, because I don't want you to allocate your preparation time to something that you can have for English. I want you to inculcate that sense of having good English while you're preparing. So, both targets are met. Okay. Now, when you're, see, for any language, do you have, you if you want to perfectionate any one language, uh, you only need four skills. Okay, every language has four skills. One is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Okay, so listening factor will come on to any of the lectures that you are watching and the people you are conversing with. Okay, you can try and interact with people who use both English and Hindi in their conversation. Okay, and if you're taking a break from your lectures, you can try watching some Netflix series or any of the series which have good English. Okay, for example, Suits is a series which uses good English and good idioms. So if you try to listen without the subtitles, you will get a hang of it. Okay, and you will be more comfortable with the English language. Now, for people who are preparing for your examinations, I will say try to focus on lectures more than you're trying to focus on any of the web series, because I don't want your focus to get distorted. But for people who are done and dusted with their examinations, definitely you can binge watch any of the series that you like and try to watch them without subtitles. You can start with subtitles, but eventually you can choose not to watch any of the series or movies with subtitles. Okay, now this is the listening part. And for the speaking part, I will suggest you to talk to somebody in English. Okay, of course, somebody who is not making fun of you, because in India, when we talk in English, most of the people they make fun of you. Okay, like in daily conversations, if you use English, they make fun of you. It's all right. Okay, you can avoid with those people, but you can try conversing with some people, probably your CA mates who are preparing for the interviews as well. You can try with them to converse in English, right? Now, for speaking skills, one more activity I would suggest you all is uh, whenever you're trying to learn a language and whenever you're trying to speak, speech comes from confidence and comfort. So, comfort will come with time. When you are comfortable with the language, you know it. It takes some time. It probably will take a month. Okay, when you try to express yourself in English every day, you will learn new words and everything. Okay, whenever you are stuck that I'm not getting this word for which I need to substitute a Hindi word, you will learn new words, right? Now, another activity that I will suggest you all for your speaking skills is you can try and speak in front of the mirror. Okay, it will not just help you to speak well, but it will also help you to boost your confidence and maintain eye contact, because in the interview it's not just the language you are speaking, it is also the eye contact. Like, if suppose I'm recording a video and I'm just looking there, it doesn't make any sense, right? You will not feel engaged. But if I'm recording a video by looking directly into the camera, you will definitely feel connected and more reliant, right? So that is for your speaking skills. For reading skills, I will just suggest you to read as much ICI material as you can. Okay, the best way to grasp any of the knowledge and having a good sense of understanding of the English words is when you read the ICI material, because as it is, ICI also uses good English. It is not something which is very fancy, but it is a good English, right? And as far as writing skills go, I have been mentioning in all my videos that you need to take up as many writing mock test practice as you can, right? Write your notes, whatever way you can write, please do that. Do the scribble method, do anything for your own benefit, right? So for that matter, when you write English, trust me, it does improve your English. Okay, the more you write, the more you express yourself, it happens. And for people who have already taken up the CA examinations, you can try writing anything, be it stories, be it dear diary, be it articles, anything. Any of the writing competitions you take part in, it may help you. There is this online competition with the name of Reflections. You can start with reflections. Every month you can submit your articles and you can even win prizes. Okay, so Reflections, if you search, there's a competition every month and it's free of cost. You can give your articles there. Okay, in Nikasa, also in Nikasa newsletter, you can get your articles published in every month. Okay, so you can try all these practices to make sure that your writing skills are also improving. And trust me, with English specifically, if you want your spoken English to be better, you have to make sure that you're expressing yourself correctly. And to express yourself does not just mean that you have to express yourself via the interview and via speaking, it also means to express yourself in written language. Because when you're expressing yourself, you're getting words in your head, and it is very simple to translate whatever you have written on the paper into words, right? So that is the second point finishes here, where I tell you about how you can improve your English, okay? Or how you can get good English. Now, the third thing is how to carry yourself in interviews. See, having good English is one thing, and being able to express yourself is another thing. Okay, it does not matter how many good words you know, how good your vocabulary is, how how well you write, or what is your reading speed. Does not matter, as long as you're not able to express yourself with the kind of confidence, tone of voice, body gesture, body language, body posture, the kind of clothes you're wearing, the kind of makeup you have, or the kind, like how confident you feel. Okay, makeup makes us feel well presented, and the confidence comes from there when you know that you're looking good, right? So everything is to be taken care of while also focusing on English. So that is why I've kept a separate point for this, how to carry yourself in the interviews, be it a professional interview, be it a mock interview, be it an online interview, be it a physical interview in person. You always have to dress up perfectly. Okay, it does not mean that if I'm sitting right here, I'm just wearing this, I'm not wearing my bottoms, I'm just wearing shorts or pajamas. Does not make any sense. For any interview, you have to be well presented. Okay, what if somebody in your home has fallen? You have to just get up and run. What if there's a fire? भगवान ना करे ऐसा कुछ हो, but what if it happens? You will have to run. And what if the interviewer sees you in your boxers or in your pajamas? You don't want that, right? Hence, dress up formally. I once heard a CA tell me that he even used to polish his shoes even in online interviews. And that is what I'm trying to tell you here. Even if it is an online interview, dress up properly. Okay? Next, dressing up is absolutely a top notch skill you should have while presenting yourself in the interviews. Okay. Next is to have the kind of confidence and calmness. When you're in an interview, you have to understand that it is a communication. It is not a Q&A round. It is not just your answers on the basis of which you are judged. It is also your calmness. The organizations want people who can take stress, who can calmly handle situations. Hence, you need to be calm. You need to be composed in your speech. You need to be breathing well. You need to be very confident in your voice and in your actions. Like if I'm maintaining eye contact, it means I'm confident. And if I'm looking here, there, if I'm just sitting like this, if I'm sulking, of course that does not reflect confidence, right? You have to have a straight back, a good body posture, and you have to sit straight, and you can use your hands as gestures. You can tilt your head when you're thinking. You can try all kinds of body language and gestures to make sure that you are expressing yourself well. Okay, so even your body language is something which is going to affect your chances of getting selected. All right. And confidence comes from a mixture of all these things. When I know that I'm dressed well, when I know that I'm speaking well, when I know that my body posture is right and my actions are good, my the way I'm communicating is good, you gain confidence yourself. And the activity which I told you, to look in the mirror and talk to yourself in English while maintaining eye contact, it is definitely going to help you out. Okay, that is how you carry yourself in the interviews. And automatically, when you're confident, your speech is confident. Okay, the way your tone should be genuine, it should be polite. You should only open your mouth when you're 100% sure that whatever you're going to speak next is correct. And second, you have to make sure that the interviewer has completed his or her question, and only then you're speaking up. Okay, now talking about the mock interviews, see, I generally do not recommend mock interviews because The reality is far different from the mock interviews, okay? And to be very honest, I think it is an unnecessary expenditure and pressure on the aspirants. So, what I believe is you can sit in groups of two or three, or you can contact me. Okay. I will soon be starting this series of mock interviews with you all. It will probably start in January. Okay. So, if you want, we can connect over Zoom and we can have mock interviews. That is the best way I can help you all with. All right. But if in any case you still want professional mock interviews, you can rely on people who have chosen mock interviews, because honestly, I did not. Okay, so I cannot recommend you because I haven't tried myself yet. So it is better that you go on reviews of people who have already taken up mock interviews, try reaching out to them. And if I talk about having them practice at your home only, you can try with your friends, CA mates, okay? You can try with them. One can be the interviewer, the other can be the interviewee, and you can try the mock interview yourself, okay? Other than that, you can also get some of the YouTube videos of sample interviews, okay? Sample mock interviews. You can even watch that, okay? Even watching mock interviews helps you a lot at what not to do, okay? So that is the fourth point right here about mock interviews and how it can help you. The last point, the fifth point, is yet again the very much the crux of everything, which is what to prepare for an interview. I would generally say that for any interview, you need to have that kind of uh, a preparation which is up to the mark, and that preparation should be ideally of whatever domain related questions you think are important. For example, my domain is statutory audit, right? So for my domain, I have particular sets of questions like accounting standards, essays, somewhat about company law, taxation laws, whatever might be the case, budget 24, TDS, TCS, GST basics, whatever, statutory updates, anything. So I should be well familiarized with all those concepts. I should be prepared for what come may. Okay. That is the basic thing that you should be prepared for, to always have that kind of feeling that yes, if anything is asked in this interview, I'm going to answer, because as it is, even if you are dressed up well, even if you have good English, even if you are confident, even if you have a good reference, it doesn't matter unless and until you are good with the concepts. Okay, so ultimately, the most important factor in any interview is preparation, and that preparation will come handy only when you're able to express it. So, one thing, prepare concepts well. Second, prepare yourself to express those concepts well. All right. So that's all for today. And if you have any more queries that you want me to make videos for, please comment down below or mail me at anshikajaiswal2411 @gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a good day. Feel free to reach out to me in case of any queries. Thank you. Bye bye.